PSP is the ultimate entertainment device and content creation device for on-the-go use like a road trip. Greetings, my fellow PSP heads, and welcome to the PSP Network, where we celebrate the greatest handheld of all time. In today's video, I would like to kind of go through some of the things on why I, choose a PSP for on-the-go travel, like a road trip. We are on our way back from Florida, from doing some work down there, and we're headed back home. And I just wanted to go through some of the things on how I use my PSP and how I treat it for on-the-go use. Some of the main reasons why you would have a PSP for a road trip is its portability, its games, and other content, features. And I just want to go through some of those with you in this video. For example, I tend to get a lot of motion sickness when I'm traveling or anything like that. With that being said, most of the games that I'm playing during a road trip are not heavily graphically intensive games. Most of the time they're 2D, and some examples of that are Capcom Museum, Ectochrome, and Tekken 2. I know that's a 3D game, but the screen and the setting are not moving around to where you need to keep your eye on it all the time. And I play PSP games on the go in short increments of time, just in case if I do start feeling weird. For portability, I usually like to keep my PSP in the shade, so you can see right here, there's a little pocket on the door. I usually like to keep it out of the sun. There, you can see there's a lot of sun coming into the car, and that's just always going to be good for long-term use, especially when it comes to battery. You don't want your battery getting overheated when it's in the sun, and also, not to mention, the screen won't get damaged with sunlight, UV rays. And also, when I'm holding it in my hand and I'm pausing for a bit, I like to keep it right in the AC fan so it can stay cool in a acclimated temperature, so I can extend the battery life and whatever I'm playing. When I stop at a gas station, I always put it in my front pockets. I don't ever put it in my back pockets, just in case if I do crush the thing with my weight. But no, I keep my wallets in my back pocket because I know those can take the weight. But I never put this thing in my back pocket. You may be different, but usually I just put this in my front pocket for quick access, and I can just drag it in and out of my pocket. So, when I'm getting out of the car, I take it with me, and I have it on me just in case if someone were to see it in the car, they're not going to go take it. As you may notice, I have a camera on this PSP, and it is always so fun to take some content for the talk. Usually when I'm coming up on a landmark that I know, I will pull this thing, I'll whip it out and put it into the camera setting, and I'll either take a photo or a quick video so I can just get some content to show my audience. And it's absolutely fun, and it's just a fun thing to have, especially on a PSP, which is absolutely insane. It's a content machine. And that's one of the reasons why I got this thing, is because the camera is so fun to have. I recommend, if you're going to be doing some sightseeing, you should definitely get a camera on your PSP, because you can have it in your hand, play games, and then switch over to the camera and take some photos and videos for other content and other social media platforms. Now, sometimes while me and my wife are driving, she might want to have the car silent. That's totally fine. And when that is the case, I'll pop my earphones in and I'll listen to some tunes, or even load a podcast on there so I can fill in the silence. And it's one of the cool things to have, one of the settings to have, if you want to just, not play games, not take pictures, not look at a screen. You can just listen. There's also an iDosser that I have on this thing, where you can, if you don't know what an iDosser is, it's basically it's a sound device where it gives off different feelings. You can feel a certain way with a certain sound. It's like having white noise while you sleep. So if you wanted to sleep in the car, an iDoser definitely helps with that sort of thing. So with battery, you're probably going to get around maybe 3 to 4 hours of play, and that's not too bad. But you know, like I said, I don't do graphically intensive games, and that's going to just, you know, have the battery extend a bit longer. And also keeping it in that acclimated climate and out of the sun, just keep it in the shade for the longer term use to extend that battery. And I want to know in the comments how you use your PSP while you are doing any travel or any road trips. Do you play games where you can, you know, share with another riding mate, or do you play games that, you know, you can play in short increments so that you don't, you know, get too distracted, you know, if you're seeing anything, you know, beautiful around you. Also, do you have a PSP camera? Do you take photos and videos with it? I would like to know as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this really quick video. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to the PSP Network and hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload my latest PSP content. We have a Discord that is live for the PSP Network, so come along, introduce yourself. We talk everything PSP, and we would absolutely love to have you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.